Welcome back to Storytime Sunday, Spooky Edition. I'm Marshall, here with Myn. With Mary gone and our only lead a dead end, this nightmare might kill us. We aren't all alone, though. Madame Yasuoka is our eyes and ears while Hiro is stuck here, too. We will struggle until the mark claims us. Would you be as brave? Let's find out.
Oh, it's so
Isn't here
sad.
anymore. Mary isn't here. Should I rest for today? No?
Oh,
Yes, we'll sleep.
I decide to rest now.
He's still there. You see it in the doorway? It's still there. Oh my god.
It's been nearly a day since we found Mary. We're like a boat adrift on the ocean without a compass to guide us. Who knows where the current will take us? Will we find salvation at the end?
Hey, Mr. Yoshiki. Looks like we wasted a whole day. Is it going to be like this every day? If you're done checking in here, why don't we take a look outside?
Mary said unnecessary contact with outsiders could speed up the Mark's curse. And if I lose any more of my memories, I'm not sure I'll be able to function. For the past 10 days, the only other person I've spoken to is the convenience store clerk.
Ah, that explains why we've only had TV dinners and snack food to eat. But sitting and waiting isn't going to accomplish anything. I'd rather not wind up forgetting my own name like you. Not that I completely believe this curse thing is real.
She raises her voice to hide how it shakes. She's still stubbornly sticking to her denial of the existence of spirits and the mark. But I know she's already accepted it. After all, she went through it herself last night.
Ghosts and curses don't exist. Why'd this have to happen to me?
Hiro is startled at the sudden knock.
Someone punched the door again.
A visitor in the middle of the night. I don't need Mary to know it's a mark bearer.
Hey yo, what's up? Oh god. He's like a gloomy guy, right? Sorry to impose on you so late.
A tall, thin man walks in. His skin is white as a sheet, and dark circles nearly swallow his eyes. It's almost like a dead person stands before us.
You're Yoshiki and Hiro, right? I heard about you and the mark from Yasuoka before I came here. Something about a Miss Zoo, too. Sounds like you had a rough night.
He seems to know Yasuoka. Maybe she's following through on her promise and sent him to help us.
Well, let's get introductions done. I'm Shuji Daimon. I think you can guess my occupation. Wearing this thing means I don't have to explain, thank goodness.
He gestures to the stethoscope around his neck.
What kind of business brings a doctor like you here?
Diamond's eyes flicker over at the suspicion in Hiro's tone.
No need to be so defensive. I have the cursed scar, same as you. The mark.
He unbuttons his shirt to reveal
Ooh la la.
a familiar mark on the left side of his chest.
It just suddenly appeared one day. Though, to be honest, I never thought it happened to me. Maybe it's punishment for being stupidly curious about it.
Curious? Did you know about the mark before Yasuoka told you about it?
Yeah, that's right. There's mention of a strange scar in my grandpa's records as a military physician. I did some personal research.
Military physician's records would mean they'd be from the Second World War. More than 50 years ago.
But that doesn't add up. Rumors of the mark only started about a month ago now. If it was mentioned in those records, the rumors would be much older. There is a reason for that. Patients with the symptoms were kept in a secret army laboratory. After the war, all top secret documents related to the lab were burned. Except the clinical records I found.
Secret lab, huh? That's kind of hard to believe.
Dr. Daimon, you don't mean to say the mark was used as some sort of biological weapon? Every country had at least one or two soldiers who were divinely possessed. People only call on gods when they're in trouble. It was the end of the war, and they were backed in a corner. How unscientific. Don't you think so, Mr. Yoshiki?
You can't deny it's possible.
What? Are you serious? I could see why Yasuoka gave you her stamp of approval. The way you consider every possibility is indeed admirable. That open-mindedness must allow you to face the supernatural. However, it's hard to picture the mark being used as a weapon. It seems the 13th Army Engineering Lab was developing something. It was called the Cannon Soldier.
Cannon soldier. That makes me think of the Bodhisattva cannon. 50 years ago, and the Buddha statues. It can't be. Dr. Diamond, where is that lab?
Unfortunately, I have no idea. Sorry. Documents my grandfather kept don't give any details about it.
I see.
Hey, Mr. Yoshiki? That 13th Army Engineering Lab. It's the shelter Zukawa went to.
She pulls out her old map.
I'd wanted to keep it a secret, but as I'd rather not die from this mark, I'll tell you. This shows the entrance to the 13th Army Engineering Lab. Whoa, are you serious?
In his excitement, he starts coughing.
My apologies. Where did you get that, hero? My grandfather passed 6 months ago. We were sorting his belongings. Isn't the idea of a secret lab just fascinating? So I thought I'd look into it.
And then Miss Zukawa stole it.
I accidentally let it slip to her. She loves strange experiments like that, so it probably stuck with her. I thought as much, though. Whatever turned her into a monster is down in that secret lab.
That's a pretty unscientific line of reasoning.
Using the occult to turn yourself into a monster is utter nonsense. But if there's a scientific method behind it, I'll have to consider it.
I suppose that's just how she is.
Was your grandfather involved with the lab in some way, Hiro? He could have been. All I know is he was an engineer with the rank of a captain.
Wait, hold on. You're both grandchildren of people involved with the engineering lab. And now both of you have the mark?
Yes, that would be correct. That and our lab coats are probably all Hiro and I have in common.
From what we understand, people with the mark appeared in the secret lab 50 years ago. There might be something there that'll help us find the truth behind the curse. That's also the origin of the cannon soldier. A name that reminds me of a statue, the traces of Miss Zhu in the shelter. It might all be connected to the Buddha statues that were stolen from each shrine.
Dr. Diamond gave us a lot of info. We'll have to thank Yasuoka for introducing him to us. The fates are indeed mysterious.
Dr. Diamond, will you help us?
Yes, of course. Just don't expect anything physical.
Are you sick? You don't look so well.
Yes, something like that. I don't practice what I preach.
His dry laugh sounds like he's deflecting. He's abnormally thin for a man his age. It's possible that he's gravely ill.
So we're heading to the shelter?
About that, we were stopped from going further by a locked door. That strange old man was there too. I doubt he'll cooperate with us though. It'll be difficult to break in from there.
Where did you enter the shelter?
A manhole on K Miyamachi North Road.
I see.
She opens the map and studies it.
You're right, an entrance is there. But there seems to be one other one. It's at Emno South Alley. Have you tried going there?
No, not yet.
How would we know, Hiro? We only knew about the one entrance.
You didn't give us the map, Hiro.
You didn't want to tell us about it. Then, let's go there. Hopefully we can get in.
Rumors of the cannon soldier.
Okay.
Oh man, Diamond just came in with the lore drop.
The whole ass lore drop. Appears they were both children of people who did some maybe not so good shit during the World War II.
Wild to think that the mark isn't just a couple months old, it's actually 5 decades old at this point.
Yeah. Big ol' 5-0.
Oh, creepy road. Even though this is a residential area, the street is completely deserted. Oh. No vending machines here either.
All that's left is this one manhole. I have to say, the other one was well hidden because it was with a bunch of other manholes. So, like, service workers probably wouldn't think about it, right? But this one is so suspicious because it's the only one on the street. Like, eventually a service worker's gotta try to go down there.
For me, it's kind of the opposite. With a single one, it looks normal. There's a manhole. Unlike K Miyamachi, this road only has one.
It definitely looks suspicious.
Man, I'm the only one who thought differently. The manhole lid has a stamp. Has a stamp? What the fuck?
Yeah, we're sending it to...
We're sending it in the mail. The manhole lid has a place to grip it, just like the one at Kei Miyamachi. This has to be it. Still, this is strange. Why doesn't the public have any idea about this underground shelter? You'd think the sewer department would, at least.
A reasonable conclusion. We can assume all info on this place is being concealed by someone.
It'd be trouble if it were made public, huh? Then it's people who used to be involved.
Yes, some are still alive today. A certain city representative used to be my grandfather's colleague. The Kujos may not be innocent either.
Were they involved somehow?
Oh, you don't know? After the war, the Kujo head was prohibited from public service. It was because he assisted the army in some manner.
So he could have been involved with the lab.
If I had to make a guess, this manhole is a Pandora's box for any dignitary with a damaged reputation. I wonder what secrets we'll find.
Still, you know a lot about it considering.
I'm interested in the lab myself, though not as much as Hiro is. I've already done some research.
But this being such an important secret place, isn't it a little too easy to get into?
That's what I'm saying. True, they're not guarding it. The lid could have originally been locked or bolted shut somehow. This Miss Zhu might have done away with the restraints.
When I lift the lid, a musty smell greets me. Ugh, this smells familiar. Like the other entrance, this hole goes deep. Thankfully, there's a ladder here too.
This reminds me of when I was a kid. Let's get going, Yashiki.
Diamond and I descend into the dark world hidden beneath H City. What awaits us down in that darkness? Will we find the truth we're seeking? Or a hell smeared with blood?
Both.
Oh, that's freaky. The sight that greets us at the bottom is the same as what we saw at Kei Miyamachi. The looming concrete walls and the suffocating stagnant air. We weren't wrong to assume that the two places are connected.
This is not a place someone with bad lungs like me should be. Oh hey, he's like me. I also have bad lungs. And is that an army song? Hearing that, I feel worse.
It's been 50 years, so there's no way a radio or phonograph is still playing.
We're hearing ghosts. Ooh.
Something supernatural has to be at work. It's so easy to fall back and blame things on the supernatural now. I've gotten too used to this occult world.
I see. I don't have any spiritual powers, so that kind of thing is beyond me. If you say so, then I believe you. Is that true? Damn. Oh my god, his power is even worse than his spiritual power.
He's a He seems like a pretty sick guy. Maybe we shouldn't keep him down here for too long.
Okay.
What is that? It's a bloodstain. Straight up, just a bloodstain.
Oh my god.
I run my fingers over it and realize that something is stuck to the floor.
You sticky.
I keep scratching at it until it starts to crease, and I manage to pull it up off the floor. What are we doing?
Oh. It's just a talisman.
How did you find that?
I just touched it. Why is that so creepy?
Where even are we?
I have no clue. Let's go behind us first.
Yeah, let's try to clear out her back end first. Oh. It looks like something's missing there. There are pitch black stains. Is this blood?
Why are you shocked? You literally said it was a blood stain on the last
I
one.
literally just put her hands in some blood.
Seems so. Still, there's entirely too much of it. It's like a blood bag burst.
But doesn't that other thing bother you too?
What other thing? Of course it bothers me. I imagine we're on the same page.
It looks like something was posted here. There's a clearly defined clean space on the wall, as if something had been there. It looks like it avoided being sprayed with blood because something was originally posted there.
Some kind of poster or bulletin? There's unfortunately no way to know. Touch it!
The stain seems to be old blood. It crackles and breaks off into flakes when I run my fingers over it. Has this been here for like 50 years?
What caused that much blood loss?
I open my eyes wide and stare at the white space that might have been a poster. I only end up drying out my eyes.
There's blood up there too, and up there.
Oh my gosh.
Something happened.
It's a thick iron door. The keyhole isn't rusted. I could open it if I had the key.
Okay. Guess we're going forward.
Oh man.
Something really bad happened here.
A trail of blood leads to the ladder at the entrance. Was someone trying to escape?
Oh no. Escape from what?
More pitch black bloodstains.
Touch it.
Seems to be old blood. Looks like another poster was supposed to be there.
Yeah. And look at the light. This is like the creepiest view ever.
I would never go super exploring.
Yeah, I don't think I could either.
This looks like an emergency light. This place is abandoned. Has a power generator been running for all these years? Well, it's connected to the city. I wonder if it's just naturally been on this whole time.
There's a fork in the road. Oh, that was so creepy.
Something flows swiftly down the pipes.
Oh, what?
Did someone just flush the toilet?
Flush down the toilet. Which way should we go? Left is best.
When I step in view of an iron door that appears before me, the air clearly shifts. Goosebumps rise. A presence is approaching. There's an incessant beeping, like from a telegraph. Let's freeze.
Freeze? Let's not do anything.
I freeze in place.
Live or die. I did it this time.
The beeping becomes gradually louder, almost as if it's trying to tell me something.
I have no clue what that says.
The sequence dash dot dash dot dot dash just keeps repeating. This code, what in the world does it mean? Soul?
You did it!
I hear a quiet voice.
Point to your soul.
My soul? My brain?
Normally I would think it's the heart, but I think it might be the head here.
The beeping suddenly stops.
We lived! Seriously? Amazing. A real supernatural event.
Diamond seems pleased.
That was pleased?
Well, I'd be pretty happy too if I lived through it.
That's true.
Glad you enjoyed it. I'm sure this will happen again, but there's no need to tell him that.
Is it safe now?
Yeah, probably.
Then let's keep moving. Let's look at more blood stains.
More blood.
And touch them.
More old blood.
Flaky old blood. Okay, there's nothing there. Jesus Christ. It just goes all the way up. What happened? I can't touch the door, so I guess we could just go through it.
The air in this room is musty. At first glance, I'd say it's part of a medical facility.
It looks like an operating room. And the smell must be... Oh, there it is. Yoshiki, sorry, but could you shine the light over there?
Oh. I shine a flashlight as directed and find a corpse. Diamond crouches down and begins to study it.
It's kind of gross, honestly. But I guess he's kind of used to bodies like that.
Yeah, a bit morbid, but...
Whoa, it's pretty old. Might be better off having an archaeologist or an anthropologist look at this.
Diamond skillfully examines the body.
Who is whispering in my ear?
When they're done, they stand up again.
The corpse is odd. Extremely odd. The cervical vertebrae is severed. But the cut's a mess. Some kind of small bladed object did it most likely. Though it clearly wasn't cut with a surgical tool. I cannot even imagine why anyone would do something so cruel.
The head was severed with a tool, huh?
It's too old. The corpse isn't enough. Someone should have left behind records. It might be wise to search the room.
Yeah, good idea. In the lab.
Oh my god.
Oh, that scared the shit out of me.
Why? Why would you do that to me? Look at the body.
It looks like it's been a number of years since this person died. The dried skin gives off the appearance of a mummy. The cut by the neck is jagged. It must have been cut with some kind of tool. It's a cabinet with a glass door.
Touch it.
I open it and search around. I find bells attached to a handle and a notebook with a black cover. It's titled Disposal VAT Management Record. I flip the cover open.
Dispose 200 super dimension. Suddenly iron door. Half spiritualized. Hypothesize. Focused mystical forces need sacred object to erase. Safety valve release code diamond.
There's nothing else written. What the heck did we just read?
It was a bunch of nonsense, that's what it felt like.
What in the world are these notes going on about? Disposal? Half spiritualization? I don't understand half of these words. Plus those bells I found don't fit this place at all. I close the notebook and put it in my bag. Just then, something tangles around my hand.
Oh no. Oh no, no, no.
Huh? It's a thin thread. It seems to be human hair.
No.
It glitters pale gold in the light.
Oh. Gold?
What? Mart starts sucking at my blood.
Ugh.
I ignore it and instead stare at the shining hair, as if being pulled in. It's odd, but I get a real feeling that this moment, no, it's here, this place, I've been here before.
Oh my god.
Mark's color grows more vivid. A few hours left until death closes in. Mumble, mumble, mumble? Someone mumbles right next to me. Wait, that's not someone else. That's my own voice. What? As I thought, it's here. The words pour out from deep inside. I have absolutely no knowledge or control over them. Memories that aren't mine. Words and feelings I couldn't possibly know are falling from my lips. Check the disposal vat. It must be behind that wall. Felt weird when standing in front of that wall.
Yashiki? What's this all of a sudden?
The instant Diamond speaks, the voices stop. It's nothing. I just remembered something important.
Are you honestly alright? Those were some rather odd mumbles.
I'm fine. Really, just space out for a bit. For better or worse, Diamond didn't clearly hear what I was saying. Still, though, that voice. Could it be that my old self, the one I lost along with my memories, was talking to me? The feeling I got when I saw that golden hair. Maybe that's what triggered it. I haven't heard that other guiding voice for a while now. I guess all I can do is rely on my old self. The disposal vat beyond the wall. The voice said to find that. In lab number 1.
I just realized. Golden hair. Mary's hair.
We've only met one person who's blonde.
Oh my god, I just... Hearted? Excuse me, you want to run that by me again?
This room's giving all sorts of noises. I open the wire mesh door and peek inside, but I don't see anything. I go to close the door and see a paper stuck to the backside.
Talisman? Talisman.
Nice. What's in that little safe up there? It's a metal cabinet.
Touch it.
I search the ones that are open. I find a notebook titled Research Records and an army short sword. The letters in the notebook have faded, but I can still read it.
The experiment miraculously succeeded. This divine protection. The Azura statue, donated from H Shrine, created by Line. Statue makers, using chisel donated by same family. Severed head. Tool together becomes the key. Finally, our dearest wish.
There's nothing else written. Got Research Records 1 and Projectile Short Sword.
It mentions a chisel. Does it mean those used for sculpting?
Yeah, most likely.
It's hard to believe, but did they actually use that to sever the heads? It's unbelievable doing something like that.
Chisels.
We have some.
We have some, yeah, back at the mansion. The light bulb is flickering weakly. I'm surprised that bulb hasn't broken after all this time. Ugh, creepy.
Behind that wall we felt weird at. Interesting. Can we just go forward here?
Sure. Oh, walking through here gives me chills.
With that constant song in the back?
Yeah, it's honestly freaking me out. Whoa. The dried blood has blackened on the floor. There's quite a lot. Whoever left it probably died.
Another ghost? Oh my
Ugh.
god. Someone flushed.
I peek inside the waterway and see something floating.
Oh no.
Oh.
Ew. Ew.
That's gross. I
No.
reach for it as I hold onto the edge. Somehow manage to grab it.
No, don't touch it. Oh.
Oh,
Oh god.
just the talisman. I wouldn't be touching anything in that water.
No.
Let alone be touching all this blood around.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I'd like to see what's down the right path.
Let's go.
A dead end.
This looks like a door though.
A lot of these paths look like they can have doors.
What's the point of this if it's not actually a thing to do? Should we go up then?
Sure.
Oh! Actual door.
We go to the north intersection and... What is going on? An outline of the door is flickering faintly in the wall ahead of us. Hey, look at that.
Huh? What? Are you seeing odd things again?
Wait, Diamond,
He doesn't see it.
you can't see it?
Unfortunately, no.
Looks like Diamond can't see the door.
He doesn't have a lot of spiritual power.
Mumble mumble. That's the spiritual. My mouth begins mumbling words that I don't recognize all on its own. Oppose the spiritual with spiritual. If you touch it with a tool that honors the gods. The flow of words out of my mouth stops. Touch it with a tool that honors the gods.
Everyone here has some sort of connection to the bunker. Like Diamond and Hiro's grandparents. We are now realizing we've been here before.
What kind of connection do we have to this place? Flickering half-spirit door. Bell used in ancient Shinto dance rituals. It has 3 sets of small bells. 7, 5, and 3. It's also called a Miko bell. It's meant to be used by shrine maidens. Oh man, all these notes are so just confusing.
Yeah.
A prototype weapon developed by the army in the shelter. A spring is installed in the hilt, but it's so flimsy that it's destroyed after one use. So it was never officially adopted.
Interesting.
Shoot sword blade. I'd be a little afraid of breaking the blade right now. Let's keep looking around.
Okay. Should we look at the door?
Let's come back to it.
Okay. Yeah, let's explore a bit more. This seems like an
I'm
important space.
mostly afraid of getting locked behind it.
I think this is the way. Ah, I did it.
More dry blood. More stains.
Touch it.
Why do we keep touching it?
Why, like, what's going on here? Like,
I know you tell him to touch it, but like, I wouldn't.
why do we have the option?
It's set up the same way as that operating room. This place may have been used for the same experiments.
I hope there are experiment notes. Now, let's get searching. Oh, there's another body.
It looks like it's been a number of years since this person died. The dried skin gives off the appearance of a mummy. The cut by the neck is jagged. It must have been cut with some kind of tool.
Oh, God.
Oh, someone was stepping around. Nothing's inside this metal cabinet. It's a cabinet with a glass door.
Let's search it.
I open it and search inside. I find a notebook titled Research Records and a small gun.
It was just what Diamond was hoping for.
Notes have deteriorated, but I can just make out what they say.
70th. Next experiment, Asura statue. Connected male body and female head. Success. Then supernatural phenomenon. Spirits frequent hard to continue experiments.
That's all it says. Got records too, and palm pistol.
It seems to be a record of the experiments performed here. How fascinating. I wouldn't call it fascinating. Next experiment, Asura statue. Connected male body and female head. Success.
Ah, a head transplant.
That was their 70th one.
Oh
by
my
the
god.
way.
They've conducted this experiment. Oh, the amount of bodies they've had to go through.
Why are you so creepy?
I think there was still stuff to look at.
Oh, really? Oh, sorry. I thought that was everything. Oh.
It's a rusted filing cabinet. When I open the door, a cloud of dust flies up and blocks my vision. A notebook with the black cover is left inside. Got experimental unit correspondence code.
Experimental unit correspondence code.
It seems to be a document about cryptograms. Inside it says...
Canon. Weapons code name ... dash ... dash. Heavenly Buddha project's code name ... dash ... dash ... Soul. Human heads used as materials ... dash ... dash.
It looks like Waboon code. It's similar to Morse.
Where else? Anything else?
I think that's all. Let's give it a see. Okay, now that we've checked all the other rooms, let's go back to that weird door.
It was this way, right? To the right here?
Oh, the maps were never helpful. Alright, back to the ghost store. The outline of a door flickers in and out of the wall.
I think there was something we saw that was like, use...
Let's try the bells.
Yeah, use your spirit against it.
I take out the Kagura Suzu bell. Is just touching it okay? No, have to mumble. Strange words spill from my lips again. It's the priestess's tool. If a man displays spiritual power, it'll be destroyed, so touch it silently. All I have is questions, but I have no choice but to trust the other me.
Should we bring Hiro here instead?
I touch the bells to the door carefully, making sure not to make any noise.
Oh my god.
The next instant, the door physically appears.
What? Wait, I'm not hallucinating, am I? I'm completely shocked. What magic did you conjure to do this?
It just felt like it was the right thing to do. But I stare at the door. I sense an alarming presence.
Oh no.
According to my own voice, if I can call it that, the disposal vat is beyond this door. I found some documents about it in the room with the operating table. It might be good to look through those. Let's be careful. That place is giving me a bad feeling.
Okay, we'll look through it, I guess. So, disposal vat. Need sacred object to erase. Safety valve, release code diamond. I think that's the important stuff from here. 200. Super dimension iron door. Have spiritualized. Sacred object to erase. Yeah, that's, I think, what we need.
Okay. Well, hopefully that gives us some insight on what's behind this. I push open the iron door and we head inside. Oh god.
Whoa, this is amazing.
On the other side of the door is a large, empty area, reminiscent of a vault. Is this the disposal vat? It should be, but it's not quite what I expected.
Something's on the ground. Looks like a sword.
Got rusted army sword. I take what Diamond picked up. I shine the flashlight around the area. Are these heads of Buddha statues?
There's so many. They're kind of just scattered around. This might be a garbage dump.
Just then... Huh? A sound echoes off, something heavy moving, and suddenly the room is lit with a pale light.
I have a rather bad feeling.
Let's get out of here for now. I try to open the door to get out, but... What? It's locked.
Impossible.
Whoa. A cutting coldness invades and envelops my feet.
Oh my god.
My head snaps up, and I see water pouring into the room like a giant waterfall. Water? It's ice cold. Polar bear swim is not something I ever wanted to do. It quickly rises to our knees. I can't even feel my feet anymore.
Water underground? We have to get out of here. We'll die of hypothermia. Live or die.
I have to remember. What was in those documents about the disposal vat? All I see near me are the Buddha heads. What should I do?
Diamond?
I recognize Diamond.
I could have been deceived by the eyes in Asura head.
I touch the Diamond Arat head. There's a heavy shudder and the sound of movement. Then, cooling water suddenly starts sweeping in one direction, down into a drain.
Oh, thank God.
Whoa.
It is pulling us in. We survived, but...
When I open my eyes, all I see is darkness. Ugh. I quickly lift my head and rub my eyes. My vision slowly comes back.
Ha, we were flushed down the toilet.
This is an intersection in the underground shelter. Looks like we were drained out with the water and flushed down a pipe. We were lucky.
Yeah, really lucky.
I very nearly breathed a sigh of relief. But then I remember Diamond.
Oh no.
That's right. Where's Diamond?
No need to be so worried.
Huh?
Oh. Haha, so it's you. It's been a while, you sneaky intruder.
It's that old man I met in the passageway beneath Manhole Street. I tried to ask him about Diamond, but... Ugh. My jaw is nearly locked up and my voice is gone.
Don't try to talk just yet. The water here comes straight from the T-Mountain range, so it's deadly cold. You were submerged in it for near an hour, so you'll be slurring your words for a while. Relax, relax, your friend's fine. So you, got somewhere to go back to?
I nod as I groan.
We were there for an hour.
The old man's face brightens like the sun.
Well, that's great. Not that I'm demanding a reward for saving you or anything. But I am pretty darn hungry.
The man eyes me. His smile, sharp. We get in the car, and even though it's the wrong season for it, I turn the heat on full blast.
We're gonna need it.
We dry off with towels and the like, but it doesn't stop our shivering for a long time. While this is going on, the old man...
Ooh, it's hot. Can I open a window?
He's blatantly fanning himself in front of us. Okay, yes, in a way we owe him our lives. But even so, he's being a pain. Hang in there a little while longer. Diamond shudders.
You can see us shivering, can't you? How selfish can you get?
It was an honest question, and it probably sucks for him, but we still keep the car like a sauna. After driving like that for a while, our teeth finally stopped chattering. The man's name is Banshi Ito. That's how he introduced himself. But that obviously isn't his real name. As he sits next to me, Banshi gives off a savory smell, like freshly baked bread.
It smells like bread?
It kind of cheers me up. Or at least it does for a few moments until I realize it's the stench of dried filth.
Ew.
So, Banshi, what were you doing in a place like that? Banshi remains silent. Are you listening to me?
Don't feel up to talking yet. I'll tell you in exchange for food.
I shouldn't be surprised. Life's rough.
Wait, that should be my question. What were you two doing down there?
It's a long story. I summarize everything we know about spirits and the mark until I catch up to when we meet him in the underground shelter.
So that's how it is, huh?
He nods vigorously to himself.
I wonder if you truly understand, old man.
Diamond's doubts are reasonable, but Banshee waves his hand dismissively.
Of course I do. Who do you think I am? Terrible grudge is mucking up that underground shelter. And you guys are wrapped up in it now.
His story suddenly sounds fishy. A grudge. Banshee, do you know what happened down there?
I said I'm not talking about that yet. I was born into a noble family, so I always had the ability to see things others can't. I stake my name Banshee Ito on it, so you can trust me. There's a terrible grudge swirling there, and you've gotten swept up in it.
He's got nothing to base his claims on, but I get the feeling he's on the right track. In that case, oh noble Lord Banshee, would you tell us? How do we overcome that whirlpool? Banshee replies with a magnanimous flourish.
That should be obvious. Whirlpools always have a center. You gotta find that.
The center?
That swirling grudge and that spirit thing. Is that what you called it? The birth of the spirit, the heart of a curse? Something like that should be left within that there swirling grudge. If you look for that, I'm sure then...
He trails off. He gazes at the dark road, his mouth hanging open. It's like he's run out of batteries. Then what? What will happen? The black sky simply goes on forever before Banshee's eyes.
Ooh, that reminds me of Yoshiki.
Banshee calls out as soon as we enter the garage.
Take this, just a little symbol of our friendship.
Got the underground shelter key.
Oh, well that'll help.
Is this the key for the underground shelter?
Found it when I was popping in and out from that place. I held on to it. But I'll lend it to you for now, Yoshiki.
He just picked it up. Why is he acting like it's a favor?
Because it's gonna help us.
But I have no reason to refuse him. Thanks, I'll borrow it. Hiro walks up to us.
Oh, welcome back. Learn anything?
Diamond butts in before I can speak.
Wait a second. You're not really considering... You haven't fallen for that suspicious old man's story, have you? Wow, that's rude. If you want my opinion, a snotty punk like you should be trusted even less. Of course, Yoshiki, you believe me, right? Do we believe him?
I want to say yeah. Since he's been down there, he's been able to survive on his own just fine.
You've also been down there.
He must know something.
That's my good pal Yoshiki for you. Well, I suppose if you're fine with it, then I won't worry about it.
Anyway, changing the subject. Good grief. Can we just move on from talking about this? Banshee, you're hungry, right? The dining room should have something.
Woo! Food!
Banshee bolts out of the garage and vanishes into the mansion. Hiro gives me an exasperated look.
Mr. Yoshiki, you've got a crazy one on your hands this time. Like you two aren't.
To appease the starving Banshee, I offer him some cup noodles and sweet buns. He munches. The epitome of hunger, he greedily begins scarfing it down like a starving dog. Ew. That was enough for 10 people.
When you're hungry that long, you've got to stuff it.
He devours all of it, and I'm reminded of a high-power vacuum cleaner.
Excellent!
I haven't been this full in forever. Glad to hear. Mind answering some questions? Why were you down in that shelter? Well, that's an easy one. Because it's my home. What? Been living there ever since I found it 10 years ago. It's not too shabby a place. Keeps me out of the rain and no damn brants messing with me. Though it gets a mite cold in the winter.
I don't know how to respond to that. Hero and Diamond seem to be the same.
10 years.
It's really made this place at home.
It was a paradise for me, because no one knows about it. Until a weirdo showed up about 6 months ago. Some woman doused in perfume. It was winter, and I don't like stirring up trouble, so I just stayed away. That must have been Tsukawa.
I nod. That is my thought as well.
That was a month ago. I figured she must have up and left, so I went back. But now there's something stranger.
Which was...
A damn walking Buddha statue.
What?
I know I'm pretty out there, but even I was shocked by that. I even got this weird scar.
Oh. He's marked too. Banshi removes his scarf, revealing the mark on his neck.
Has he had it for a month? He said that was a month ago. You may not believe this, but that statue gave you that scar. I figured it was the cannon soldier after all. The cannon soldier? How do you know that name? Some documents I saw had it. It was an old plan to make a Buddha statue move with supernatural powers. A heavenly Buddha project weapon. Are you nuts? Spirit powers making something move? That's insane. Now, hero. Calm down. So those documents that you found, are they still around? Nope, I burnt them for warmth.
Oh, nice.
Jesus Christ. I had a delicious roasted potato too. How could you?
Maybe take your own advice, Dr. Diamond. Our measure of common sense seems to be rather different than this strange old man's.
It's fine, my noggin works different from most people's. I got it all memorized.
As you say, just tell us. We need to know about that project.
The Heavenly Buddha Project was the pet project of some general at the end of the war. So they built that shelter for it. Ta-da! The 13th Army Engineering Lab. To make the cannon soldier thing, they did tests on Buddha statues. They were brought from some shrine or something somewhere.
That must be H Shrine.
They did a bunch of stuff to infuse the statues with spiritual power. There was a monk from Tea Mountain, spiritual treasures from all over. But nobody thought anything would actually come from it. The project was just an excuse to keep that fanatical general busy. At least it was supposed to be. But one day the statue started moving. It went berserk throughout the lab and went crazy on a ton of people. The bloodstains and old corpses in the shelter are probably the victims. Some people survived, but they had red bite-like marks on them. The thing went and wrecked the place, then it stopped and never moved again. No one knows what even triggered it. That's about everything it said.
Hero and Diamond are as white as a sheet. I probably am too.
It's a hard story to believe, but he has no reason to lie to us. I think he speaks the truth. What? Are you kidding me? A statue going around killing people and cursing them? Impossible. Then how do you explain the mark on his neck? Logic would dictate that the moving statue he saw was a cannon soldier. Ugh. The dormant soldier suddenly starts moving after 50 years. That might be the cause of Myn and Hero's marks. What if you flip that though? Both of your grandpas got the mark from the cannon soldier. When the soldier stopped moving, their marks disappeared. But with it starting up again, you got them because you're their descendants. If that's true, then the children inherited their parents' fate.
What an interesting concept. The mark can move on to your children.
That is so dark because it didn't die, the cannon soldier. It didn't move on like all the other spirits we stopped. It just stopped and then continued.
So no matter what, your family line's cursed, not just you. Wild. Hero can't seem to muster up any kind of counter-argument. I think she's in shock. I want to ask you something, old man. You say the cannon soldier stopped moving 50 years ago. But why?
I think it was some spiritual person used a thingamajig to do something.
So you have no idea. It's the most important part. Try to remember.
It's not that easy, son. The mark might have made me forget.
Oh, that's right.
He is marked, yeah.
Taking his age into account, it's more likely it just completely slipped his mind. I don't know, he's marked.
Yeah.
It's probably easy to forget everything.
Yeah, I think it's the mark. It seems we must defeat the cannon soldier to be free of our marks. We'll have to figure it out on our own if he can't be of more help. You seem a pro at this, Yoshiki. We'll be relying on you.
I don't have spiritual powers or anything.
That's literally not true. Madame Yasuoka said you had, a lot of spiritual power, too.
Also, our record is kind of like 5-1. So, you know.
Yeah, we have a lot more than Diamond. But you've already faced down 4 different spirits, haven't you? A normal person wouldn't have survived.
That's true. We have taken down quite a few.
Yeah, we've gotten pretty good at it, just because we managed to find everything that's related to the spirit, and all the liver dies, we survive.
Now that he says it, I guess he's right.
I think we have a little bit of, what's it called? Imposter syndrome? Because we think we aren't anyone important because we don't have any memories, but we clearly are very good at what we're doing. We know so much, and now we've gotten some of our memories. We were down there, we were doing something.
We know so much, and yet we still haven't learned almost anything about our own self. I have been hearing a mysterious voice a few times, and having weird premonitions. I even caught myself unconsciously talking when we were down in the shelter.
So what are you folks gonna do now?
Good question. Honestly, we gotta investigate the project.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, yeah, the statues are important, the soldier is clearly important, but what happened to make it, I think, will be its undoing.
Yeah, I feel like learning about the project will give us the answers to everything else. Let's investigate the project in the shelter. I feel like that'll be the key to the mark.
I guess we're going back in then.
Hero is still kind of sulking, but she's at least recovered from her shock.
We all share the same fate. It's too late to try to run away. Yep, you should find it there. The heart of everything that's causing the curse. You need that to stop the cannon soldier. That's exactly what we were thinking, actually. That's what my gut's telling me.
What are you gonna do then?
I'm full now, so I was gonna take a nap in that park nearby. I'll sit and wait until you fellas do something about that soldier. Wait just a minute, you old fart. Didn't we just say that it's too late to run away? Okay, I get it. Well, you folks did feed me, so I guess I can help you.
The underground shelter's inhabitant. Well, we have a party of 3 now.
Party of 3. He seems to know a lot about the place. Maybe he can give us more insights on what he's seeing, since he seems to have a photographic memory.
Also, considering he used to live there.
Excellent!
Oh my.
Exit. That's what we need to do.
He even gave us the key. Maybe he can give us a tour.
Just jump on in.
Oh, the air immediately changes once we get down here.
It's so creepy. It is just so creepy. We only went down one way, right? We went down left and right. We haven't gone forward.
Should we check out some of the posters?
Oh, this blank spots? Maybe he remembers where they are, right? What they were, actually. Is there one down this way? I went the wrong way. I get so confused. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's weird how the map actually rotates. There are pitchback themes.
Oh, that's the place with the war propaganda posters. They've got some interesting slogans.
Slogans? On posters? Hold on. What the hell are you talking about?
If you squint real hard, you can see them.
See? See what?
The words on the posters that were put up here forever ago, of course. I told you earlier, I was born into a family chock full of spiritual power. So I'm good at seeing spiritual stuff.
Are you serious?
I can do a test reading for you. Ask me anytime.
And she laughs. But can I really believe him?
Look at him.
Banshee stands in front of the dark stains.
Let's see here. Luxury is the enemy. Simple's best. That's a real famous one. Back when the war had just started. Is there more this way?
Yeah, let's check out any posters that we can find.
I can't look at that one. Maybe if I go the other way. Let's look at this one. Let's take a look-see. 100 million honorable deaths. The land of the gods is indestructible. That's what it says. These are from the end of the war. They're pretty desperate sounding. Okay, I can't look at that one at all then.
The fact that Banshee can even see anything on there.
It's kind of impressive, right? Look at it. Let's take a look-see. Suppress your desires until we win. Work harder, harder, not hard enough. Those are the slogans I can see. Oh, these are the most famous ones. They're from the middle of the war.
Most famous ones, huh?
Work harder, harder, not hard enough.
Oh. Banshee, can you tell me about this giant bloodstain on the ground?
Yeah. Well, he already kind of did. They're from the cannon soldier killing people.
Oh, awful.
Let's see here. Give birth for the sake of the country. Send forth 100 million fireballs. Stuff like that. Those are pretty passionate. They were from when we were still winning. Okay, we looked at everything.
Okay, let's go ahead and use this key on that other door.
The door. The door we haven't been down. Look at it.
It's a thick iron door. The keyhole isn't rusted. I could open it if I had the key, which we do.
Thanks to Banshee. I thought we were gonna start seeing some hair.
Oh, yeah, Banshee, what do you think of the hair that grows around in the entrance of this place?
Ugh.
I can hear a victory chant coming from the other side of the intersection. Ooh. Let's keep going.
Let's see what it is.
I shrug and keep moving forward. I take one step forward and an electric current runs through my body and my muscles seize up.
Live or die. You layabout, what are you doing there? You have time to be loafing around, do you? Recite the space slogans at once. Cheer for the final battle in the homeland.
100 million honorable deaths.
Once more, declare our resolve to strike back with air raids. We won't lose even if our country's reduced to ashes. Show your determination. We won't lose. Land of the gods is indestructible. Our army has fought bravely from the southern tropics to the northern Arctic, but the tide still hasn't turned in our favor. What do you think? Can we win this crusade?
Kamikaze winds blow.
We should surrender, actually.
Yeah, they definitely didn't want to surrender.
You're pretty promising for a new recruit. Keep a good eye on this squad. Farewell. We won.
There are numerous footprints in the bloodstain on the floor. Are these human footprints, or
Ghost footprints. Ooh. Which way should we go, you think, first?
let's take the left path.
Left is best.
Oh. Oh, God.
I disagree with what I said earlier. Oops.
Human bones. It looks like the person was crushed to death. Jesus. Something's written on the wall in blood. It says, I.
Aizen Asura. Okay. Door?
It's a thick iron door. The keyhole isn't rusted. I could open it if I had the key. Oh, nice. The key that we have works for all these doors.
Heck yeah. It seems like a safety hazard, to be honest.
It's the operating room in the southern section. But on this table is...
How about that? A dead body.
a headless corpse is lying there. Oh, there's several corpses in this room.
Let's look at this one first. It's the most decrepit.
It's missing not only its head, but also all of its limbs. What kind of torture was this?
Awful. That's what it was. Fucking hell.
Jump scare.
I flinched so hard. Oh my god.
A headless corpse. Going by what remains of its clothing, it was likely a woman. You okay?
Yeah, my heart's still racing.
A headless corpse is lying on top of the operating table.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's a rusted filing cabinet.
Touch it.
The door is locked.
Look at it.
It's a well-built metal cabinet. Whatever's inside should be intact.
Should we try using the key?
Sure, let's give it a shot, see if it does anything. I take out the underground shelter key, but what should I do with it? I can't think of a way to use it. Looks like we'll have to come back here.
Wasn't there another locked door back at the very beginning?
The one Banshee locked us out of, actually.
Oh, right. Let's see if there's anything there.
This map is so large. Pretty hard to believe that Banshee actually lived here.
Especially with all the dead bodies and blood.
Exactly, how would he even get comfortable here? Let's do it. Oh, this is not the room I thought it was. I thought this would have led us to the room where we met Banshee. We're in a completely different area.
Where are we? Who knows?
There's a single out-of-place Buddha statue. Its head has been cut off. Oh god.
Let's look at the light.
The light bulb's covered in dust. It's obvious no one has touched it in a long time. Why is such an old bulb still working? I don't like how much blood is like underneath that box.
Yeah.
It's a Buddha statue. The headless Buddha statue is covered in dust. There's a talisman stuck to the neck, as if it's taking its place of the missing head.
Oh. Thank you.
We'll take all the help we can get.
I don't want to look at it.
Well, we need everything.
Touch it.
Big iron box. Oh god.
Well that's ominous.
The box is packed with carelessly tossed Buddha statue heads. There are more than just Buddha statues. A real, actual head can clearly be seen among them. It's dry and mummified, but going by the long hair, it's probably female. Most likely one of the experiment's victims. Huh, so this is where it was. Let's take it and bring it to its owner. I thought you'd say that. Oh, just kidding. I feel Banshee's gaze on me. A box in warehouse number 1.
He's like, man, why am I with this nut?
I can only carry one head. I need to choose which one to take. Well, the other room had a body without a head.
Also, the note said a woman's head on a man's body. It wasn't like a Buddha head, so I don't think it's any of these. It's the woman's head.
Yeah, it's the only one that's different as well. It's kind of unique. Let's go ahead and take it. Oh God, are we putting this in our bag? Do we have any gloves or something?
It's so
Jesus.
gross.
Got a human head. Well, let's go take it back.
Okay. Oh my God.
Shit. I jumped.
Oh no. Jesus Christ.
Oh, let's get this head back to her quickly.
Wait. I went the wrong way. Right? Where am I? I don't know. I didn't go the right way. I'm so turned around. I'm lost.
Jeez.
I'm lost. Okay, now we go left.
Actually, before we do anything, can we look at it in our inventory?
Oh, okay.
Oh. A head retrieved from a box full of Buddha and human heads. It's dry like a mummy. What hair remains seems to be a woman's. The cut looks rough, like it was done by a chisel.
Again, a chisel is mentioned.
Oh, freaky.
You need your head?
Seems like it. A headless corpse is lying on the operating table. The head I picked up earlier might fit on this corpse's neck. Should I try attaching the head? Yeah, in a way it's a sort of a way to pay respects, I think.
Yeah.
I try attaching the human head. The human head fits the severed neck perfectly.
Who's making that noise in my ear?
The world suddenly distorts. Oh God, oh my God.
Oh.
A horrific scene appears before my eyes. This is the woman on the operating table,
Oh my God.
giving her like puppet arms. Some kind of experiment is being performed on her. I must be seeing the past.
Ugh.
The sound triggers a change in views. Men in lab coats holding surgical tools. But they don't look like they're alive. The ghosts of the researchers seem to be stuck forever in the nightmare of the past. I can hear the men whisper from my left side. Why was that bold?
Hey, she's awake. Don't worry, she'll be dead soon anyways. True enough.
Then something else interrupts.
You.
This time, it's a cold whisper from my right.
You can hear me, can't you? Don't be afraid. Soon.
The voice on my right cuts off, and I hear the men in lab coats again.
Oh no, not a live or die. Hey woman, which of these tools do you want us to use to cut your neck? This is for you, so we'll let you decide.
Oh, how gruesome.
Well, chisel's been mentioned.
Chisel's
what used.
Chisel's been used for everything.
Yeah. Good answer. You're pretty smart. Unfortunately, you'll still be saying goodbye to that clever head of yours. It's valuable material. We'll cut it off nicely.
Oh, Jesus. Man, she's conscious while this is happening.
Shut up, you're just like a pig. This is why I hate handling women. Be patient, we finally found a clue. Not yet. Wait. Now. Give you power.
The whisper from my right falls silent.
Is that Eisen? Is that Eisen talking to the woman? Yeah, I never dreamed breaking from our usual method would go so well. Hey pig, do you understand? Do you know the correct combination of head and body for the heavenly Buddha?
Oh, that would be a woman's head and a male body. We learned that earlier from our notes.
Precisely, and that's why we need your head. Gladly offer it up for the sake of our beloved country. The problem is the soul's freshness. Regardless of refrigeration, it's all up to the quality of the cut. Though there are only so many available methods, this is all the equipment we have. Then to the freezer.
The voices on the left cut out. A determined voice echoes in my right ear.
Hate, hate, hate. Hate this world. Tear it to pieces. The power to do that, I'll give it all to you. In the place where you hear me now. Hate them. Destroy them. Understand?
Oh. We have no option here. Yes is the answer.
Good. Destroy them.
When I return to my senses, I'm standing beside the operating table. Oh, we lived through another one. Just then, something slides out of the hand of the corpse on the table. Got a small key.
Oh, that's what we needed.
What I just saw. No, more importantly, the voice that kept speaking from my right side. Who was that?
You don't look so great there. Did you see something by chance?
Yeah, actually.
I feel like he'd be the most understanding of it, too.
I explained to Banshee what I just saw. A horrible tragedy happened here in the past. It's possible that whatever triggered it might have been whoever that voice belonged to.
Huh, interesting. Can't say I'm surprised something like that happened here. So, what's that have to do with our marks?
Well, I'm not sure about that part, but Banshee's right. This isn't helping us accomplish our goal. We need to search for whatever gave birth to the spirit. let's keep looking.
Is this not what gave birth to it?
That small key I've just found might belong to the cabinet here. I turn my attention to the mark on my wrist. It isn't coming yet. I glance over at Banshee, but they don't seem to be acting differently at all. Death should be slowly closing in on us, but it seems we still have some time. What's important right now is making sure we survive. Mysterious human experiments. Well, it's time to find out what's in there.
Use the key.
I open the door using the small key. Inside is an old gun and some research records.
Suddenly berserk. Severe damage. Sutra chanting. Complete insanity. Only those who made themselves deaf managed to remain sane. Half-spiritualized, like disposal vat. Need sacred object. Attack. Destroy human head. The heart of all this. Need to destroy human head.
That's all it says. Got a gun with blanks and research records 3.
Okay, I need to look at that. Suddenly berserk. Sutra chanting. Death. We need the sacred object from the disposal vat. We need to destroy the human head.
I also got a gun with a bunch of blanks. A gun that requires gunpowder. It's allowed to frighten animals away from crops. Use earplugs while firing it, or you won't be able to hear anything for a while.
Oh, this is how we can make ourselves deaf.
Oh. What a wild tool to get. Oh, God. The experiments that happen down here are so gruesome.
That woman was covered in tears. She looked like she was in so much pain.
Another body. Wait, this one doesn't have any blood this time.
How odd.
It's an abandoned skeleton.
Touch it.
I managed to pry it out. The whole corpse looks like it might crumble at any second. Found a talisman. But why is there no blood on this? Interesting.
Oh.
Y'all saw that, right?
Oh, it was a bunch of hands. That's where the blood went.
Another door. Oh man, Banshee gave us the best key.
It literally opens everything.
Oh, I don't like how quiet it got.
Why did the music stop? Wait, we're back here, where the hair was.
Oh. So this must be the other entrance then.
Yeah, this says either.
Let's go back to the mansion.
Yeah, we might need to talk with everyone, see if we can reconvene.
Climbing out of the manhole, we see that we're on K Miyamachi North Road. We managed to find a way out. It wouldn't hurt to go back to the mansion for now. It'll be a pain to get back to Emno South Alley for the car, but
We can do it.
it's better to go above ground than below ground with whatever's down there, I think.
Yeah. We haven't really traveled with Hiro much this time. Maybe she has some more information that she could help us with.
The bells we picked up earlier said we might need a shrine maiden.
Right, we need women. Like, it was okay with the door, but we're gonna need a woman.
私
Watashi? Back at it again.
We want to go to the North Road. The North Road will take us closer to where we previously were.
That's true. Are you ready, hero? I hate the hair.
Ah. Hey, Hero, what do you think about this hair?
It looks just like yours.
What about all the bloodstains? Can you analyze it for us? What about this creepy music that's happening? Well, there's only one path left we haven't gone down. That door has a whole bunch of handprints on it.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Actually, now that I think about it, we haven't seen whatever's lurking down here yet. In all the other instances, we've seen evidence of the spirit, but this place has been completely empty.
Are we about to unlock the beast? Unleash the beast, you know?
The door is stained with blood. Upon closer look, it's countless handprints. But the keyhole is perfectly fine. I could open the door if I had the key. Well, let's go. Inside the room are a number of Buddha statues. They're all missing their heads. It seems this is where they stored all the various statues they gathered through theft or donations.
It feels like something's here. Maybe this is where the heart of the curse or the source of the spirit is.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that. I brace myself for input from the other me. But it doesn't seem like that's happening. Does that mean I should already know? Oh my god. There's blood all over that one.
Maybe we should look at that one last then.
Look at every single one of them. It's a statue that looks like Vidya Raja or something. It's missing one of its arms, as well as its heads. It's a statue with its head cut off. It looks like it held a weapon in its left hand. It's a statue that looks like a divine general. It is armor from the Tang dynasty. It's a statue that seems to be a divine general. Its head has been severed. It's a statue with its head cut off. It seems to be holding some kind of Buddhist ritual implement. I didn't even see that one on the ground. It's a statue with its head cut off. It's lying pitifully on the floor. It's a Vaisravana statue. It's missing its head. I searched all the statues. Every statue here has a male body. Suddenly, there's the sound of movement from within the box.
We haven't even gotten a chance to look at that yet.
Oh, well, here we go. It's a big iron box.
Touch it?
I managed to open the box. Sheets of white paper are inside. They seem to be a multitude of talismans. Was something sealed here? And we just opened it. Hero appears in the box beside me.
So, was something in there?
Well, my voice sounds distant. The cause of the curse, what birthed the spirit. There's nothing like that in here. No, there's nothing here.
What? What do you mean? Then what's that in your hand?
Hero is right. It's not true that there's nothing inside. There is one thing. I never would have expected something like this. Something that doesn't belong here. A box sealed by talismans has enshrined a Western-style cushion.
This is Mary's thing.
That's the cushion that looks exactly like our couch. Hero sighs, disappointed.
Guess we're out of luck. No way this thing gave birth to a spirit.
True. But the state of this room and the voices, something important was definitely sealed up in this place at one point. Yet, there's nothing here. Buddha statues in our house too. Then, the thing we're searching for, where the hell did it go? A long silence falls between us. It is then that a now familiar pain flares up. A mark burns scarlet. It immediately is dyed a deep crimson. Death is only a few minutes away. Ugh. What's going on? Is death closing in on us all of a sudden? No, it's... the spirit is here.
Oh!
Low suture chant hum trembles the air. It feels like my whole body is numb. Maybe because of that hum.
We need to go deaf, so we don't hear it.
Ah, the gun.
And with blanks?
Well, we also brought Hero for a reason. Let's go ahead and use the bells as well.
The maiden.
Ishiki loses consciousness. Ishiki shoots the gun with blanks. I grab the gun, but can't control my hand. It turns the gun towards my head and fires.
Oh.
Blank explodes. My consciousness fades. There's a strong ringing in my ears, and it's preventing me from hearing the suture chant. Heroes clutching their head like they can't hear anything either. The numbness has faded. Hero shakes the Kagura Suzu bell. Nothing happens. Cannon soldier yells, making my heart clench. Shiki was injured.
Oh no.
Hiro was injured.
Oh god. I don't think it's the hummings there anymore. Should we try to injure it itself with the pistol?
Sure, why not? It might be bad to use the pistol close range, so...
Yeah, it's still pretty far away. And she better ring those bells. Yoshiki shoots the palm pistol. Cannon Soldier is wounded.
The spirit fades and becomes intangible.
Oh no. Hiro shakes the Kagura Suzu bells. Cannon Soldier is wounded.
The spirit turns solid again.
Cannon Soldier yells, making my heart clench. Yoshiki was injured. Hiro was injured.
They were both injured, but the bells seemed effective that time. Oh, don't come any closer.
Can't use the palm pistol. I don't think the blank will work. Range short sword, because we can't use the rustic line.
Sure, let's use the bell as well. It's the only thing that Hiro can really use.
Yeah. Yoshiki shoots the range short sword's blade. Cannon Soldier is wounded.
The spirit fades and becomes intangible.
Hiro shakes the Kagura Suzu bell. Cannon Soldier is wounded.
The spirit turns solid again.
Cannon Soldier yells, making my heart clench. Yoshiki was injured. Hiro was injured.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I wonder if what's happening is it's phasing out of reality and Hiro is like holding it in position with the bells. Kind of like the door we saw earlier.
It has black hair coming out of its joints.
Oh, that's so freaky.
I just noticed that.
Oh, I've got one weapon left.
Let's go. Yoshiki slashes the rusted army sword. Cannon Soldier is wounded.
The spirit fades and becomes intangible.
Hiro shakes the Kagura Suzu bell. Cannon Soldier is wounded.
The spirit stops. I guess the attack finally worked. Out of nowhere, footsteps approach behind me.
Who's coming up? Oh, whoa!
A voice yells comically, and whoever it is puts their hands on my back. But I can't take my eyes off the spirit before me. Banshee? Is that you? What are you doing? Instead of replying, he shoves something into my hand. It's a large chisel with a grip stained in blood. This is...
I found it in that room in the mansion.
In that instant, I understand everything. The heart of the curse that we were searching for. The object that gave birth to the spirit. So, it was kept in Kujo Mansion. Thanks. I'm gonna use it. I grabbed the chisel and faced the spirit.
Cannon Soldier is weakened.
One more round. It must be important. We gotta use the chisel.
Yoshiki swings the chisel down on the soldier.
Oh, so many options to attack him. The ears were important this whole run.
Which ear?
Let's choose the right ear. That's where our voice has been coming from this whole time.
That's right, where Aizen Asura was speaking to her.
I jabbed the chisel at its right ear. It stares at me dispassionately. Finally, it smiles and disappears. The statue stops moving and collapses.
It stopped, right? Seems so. I don't got the mark anymore, so there's no doubt about it.
Once again, I'm the only one still cursed.
Are you kidding me? Glad I made it in the nick of time. If my legs weren't in such good shape, it would have been over for us.
Thanks for saving us. But you know that was pretty reckless. I thought I said it's dangerous for a group of mark bearers to go somewhere haunted.
Ah, yeah, you did mention something like that when I was eating. Completely slipped my mind.
Tell us, old man. What happened at the mansion?
I'm not quite sure myself, but I'll tell you what I know. After you left, I wandered the place looking for something to eat. You ate so much. My mark hurt like hell right by a room. I slipped inside and found a bunch of chisels and things.
You must mean that room I found.
I was kind of out of it because of the mark at that point. But I noticed one of the chisels was glowing all weird with dark light. I knew right away that it was hiding some awesome spiritual power.
But what made you decide that you had to bring the chisel here? You seem sure it'd be effective against the cannon soldier.
I heard a voice when I picked it up. It reminded me of a lady, sorta. It said to bring the chisel to you. And that's when it hit me. It was what I've been looking for.
Oh, that thing you mentioned in the car. The heart of the curse that created the spirit.
Exactly that. So I hooked it over to give it to you.
When I looked through that room before, Yasuoka said that the Kujo family used to create Buddha statues a long time ago. It's possible that this chisel was used to create the statue that became the cannon soldier. I don't know what that voice was that he heard. Probably something like the mysterious voice that's guided me before. You know, I haven't heard it in a while.
But he heard it. And that's what happened. So we heading back to the mansion then, Yashiki? One thing, I'm hungry, but I bet Diamond's worried too. I left without saying a word after all.
Yeah. Searching for documents on the mark. Carting all the statues out. It'll take more than a day to do all that. We should go back to the mansion and figure out what to do next.
Excuse me. What? We're leaving already? I wanted to examine this place.
I glanced at the statue falling on the floor. Sorry, but you'll have to do that another time.
Fine. In exchange, not one word about this shelter to anyone else. I'm going to study every inch of it.
Yeah, okay.
Hey now, this is my home. Can't have you rooting around here. That's just you saying that. You don't legally live here. I'll bring you food, so stop complaining. Much obliged.
Oh, cool. They can become friends down here.
What an unlikely friendship.
We return to the concrete passageway. I might be imagining it, but it feels like the air here is a little less stagnant than it was before. We climb up out of the manhole in M Now South Alley. Diamond runs up to us, drenched in sweat.
Did he chase after Banshee?
He looks even worse than usual. He probably shouldn't have ran.
I found you. Hey, old man. Why did you suddenly sprint out of the mansion? My mark's gone now, too. What in the world happened? I had something to give Yoshiki. Isn't that right, hero? I guess. I'd rather not think of the consequences if you hadn't made it in time. I'm not sure I follow, but it seems he really helped you out. Well then, if I must do my investigation another day, are we splitting ways here? Our marks are gone now. Yoshiki still has his, though.
This always happens. Used to it.
This was our final lead, though.
But now, I might be able to change that. I finally discovered where the statues stolen from each shrine are.
I'm lost, but I'm glad for you.
It's thanks to all of you. I'll figure out the rest by myself. You should all return to your regular lives.
You're saying we should split up, then? You sure you'll be okay?
Something will work out eventually. Besides, this is Sayakujo's dying wish. I want to respect it.
We don't even know her. Huh. Well, thanks. I'll head back then. I've been missing all those chemical smells from the lab.
Good to hear your research is exciting. But don't forsake your humanity over it and end up like Miss Zhu.
Like I'd do that. It's not even funny, by the way. Oh yeah, Mr. Yoshiki. Whenever you want to get those statues, I'll help out. Until then, see you.
Thanks, Hiro. Appreciate that.
I'll be off as well. Honestly, all of this has put a strain on me. I'm barely staying upright.
He also almost died by drowning.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, don't collapse on your way home, please.
Hey, Yoshiki. One day, I'm hoping to let the public know about the underground shelter. For the sake of the wandering souls without a proper burial. I'd like it if you'd helped with it. See you around.
It's nice of him to think of the people down there.
Yeah. Guess I'll go too.
You're not returning to the shelter, are you?
I'm not that brave. The soldier's gone, but there's plenty of other things down there. Like what? I'll give it a few days to settle.
So, you're still planning on going back? I'm not sure I'd call that a smart move.
Comes with living this kind of life. I'll bunker down under a park or under a bridge until things calm down. See ya, Yoshiki. Bring more food next time, yeah?
The former mark bearers have all left. I should probably head to the mansion myself. I've got to decide what to do next.
Good.
I hear a voice calling from behind me. I turn to see Banshee in the middle of the road, staring intently at me. What's wrong?
I remember now.
His eyes are as wide as saucers.
I forgot 'cause of Mark, but I've met you before.
What? What do you mean?
Well, let me think.
He scratches his chin. I know his memories are probably all a mess, having just gotten them back. But I don't have time to wait for him.
Yeah. We first met 5 years ago. And then again 10 days ago.
10 days ago, before all of this started. I feel like I've been struck by lightning. I first arrived at Cujo Mansion 10 days ago.
So we met him right before we went to the mansion?
Right before... That means I met him before I lost my memories. I need to know, who in the world am I?
I couldn't say. I wasn't interested in asking your name, and you didn't give it.
Then tell me, what you do know. Tell me about myself, please.
Okay. I owe you for the food, so ask.
What should I ask about? Let's ask about 5 years ago.
Yeah,
How does he know us from that far back?
that's when Hanayome died. You showed up at the shelter. Wanted to know about the Heavenly Buddha project. Gave me food. Actually, we were more focused on the Cujo family than the Cannon Soldier.
Why did we talk about them?
We knew about the Cujos before. 5 years ago, we knew about them. The head at the time was majorly involved in the project. He was famous for his spiritual power, so the army asked him to help. He loaned them a number of his family's prized sacred treasures. You really zeroed in on that bit.
Do you know what exactly the army got?
Yeah, the shelter had a list. A mirror, a chisel, Buddha statues, cursed objects, and holy talismans. They were all returned to the family.
Which means they're all in the mansion now.
You kept popping by a few times until one day you just didn't. Only saw you next 10 days ago.
Next is...
I just seen the Cannon Soldier, and you can bet I booked it out the manhole. I ran into you on the street. How'd you treat me to food to celebrate? Thanks for that, by the way.
And she's talking about the person I was before I lost my memories. It's weird to hear about myself this way.
You'd mentioned you'd been overseas. You'd only come back recently, about a month ago. Oh, and that's when I learned of the mark. You told me about it. It slipped my mind until just now.
By that time, my right arm...
Yeah, it had the mark. You were acting all odd, though. You'd go to remember something, then you'd stumble over the words.
The curse was probably in its late stages. I've had it for this long. In fact, I'd completely forgotten my name and passed a few hours after that.
By the by, I got something to tell you. This here Banshi Ito is of much nobler character than regular folk. That's why I lead a detached life away from the world's vulgarities.
I had a feeling... I was wondering if he was a monk at some point.
Oh, that would make sense.
What are you trying to say?
I could be crazy desperate, but I'd never shame my dear departed mom or divine providence. You'd understand.
No, you lost me.
I'm saying I never resort to stealing, even dying of hunger. Here, these are yours.
He pulls out a wristwatch and a wallet. A wallet.
That might have our ID.
Each looks like an antique. They're inlaid with subtle designs.
You forgot them at the restaurant.
Let me see them. I grab them both and rush to open the wallet. But there's no ID inside.
Oh my god.
There was no driver's license or company card with an ID in it when you got it?
Don't ask me. You said you forgot your old wallet somewhere and lost it. It was probably in there.
Oh. I look at what else is inside the wallet. Bills, coins, and a number of familiar business cards.
Saya Kujo, spirit healer. Ah, those things. You tried to give me one. Told me to go there if I remembered anything. But I gave it back. I don't make it a habit of carrying useless stuff.
Saya Kujo's card was in my pocket when I first arrived at Kujo Mansion. It must have been the one Banshee returned. There's no doubt about it. I lost all my memories after I met Banshee. I've asked everything I wanted to know. But something's still bugging me. Did I say anything about the mark when you saw me 10 days ago?
Well, I was so focused on eating that I wasn't paying full attention.
Are you kidding?
Oh my god. Oh yeah, you said the same thing as Hiro about the cannon soldier. There's no way a human head on a statue will make it move.
But it did actually move.
He didn't believe it 10 days ago either. That's what I thought too. And then you said something strange. You said what happened 50 years ago wasn't because of the project. It was all because of her.
Her?
Aizen Usura? That's not all. You said she gave you the mark. That she loved watching you lose your memories and fear death. You made her kick the bucket once, but she came back to life. You said you needed to do the same thing done 50 years ago to get rid of her.
My heart wants to beat out of my chest. I can feel sweat run down my face. There's no way I can keep calm. Before I lost my memories, I had known who had cursed me with the mark. Hey, old man. Who is she? Did I tell you?
I wanted to know too, so I asked. But you couldn't answer me. I don't think you were trying to hide it. You just honestly didn't remember.
Was that because of the mark?
Well, that's about all I can tell you. Ishiki, we should get going soon.
Go where?
I'll tell you in your car. I'm real tired of standing. I'd like to sit for a bit.
There's no point in arguing here. I'll just get it out of him once we're in the car. My past self. Oh man, Banshee has saved us twice now. Before we lost our memories, and here right now with the cannon soldier.
That is insane. Who's her? Who is her?
The cushion we found.
Saya Kujo?
It all dates back to the mansion in a way.